Welcome back to Look, Here's the Deal. I'm Joshua Skinner here once again with Spencer Lyles. And Spencer, we talked in the past about your going from music to radio, but now you're kind of looking into a career in voice animation. How did you make that transition from where you've been in the past?
Well, I've always enjoyed animation, even as an adult. I watched all of it, got a kick out of it. I just fell in love with it. I'm enamored with it, and I thought this would be a really cool job. When I moved up to Denton to do school with UNT in music, I realized I was in a market for animation and voiceover. Dallas is the third biggest market for theater, so there's a lot of voiceover talents here in the DFW area. There's a company in particular I think we're going to talk about called Funimation. They dub anime, stuff like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Naruto. They're in Flower Mound. It's like 20 minutes away, and they're the biggest distributor of anime in the country. I know a lot of guys that work there, so it's been interesting so far.
Did you realize that when you first came up here, or did that just kind of get sprung upon you after you arrived?
I had a friend that came to school up here, and she had mentioned to me that Funimation was nearby, but at the time I wasn't considering working in that industry, and I didn't realize that I was as close as it was.
So how do you go about getting a job or even getting introduced to people at Funimation? You can't just walk up and knock on the door, can you?
No. It's gotten more and more competitive with the rise of the internet and how easy it is for people to sell themselves. Used to they would get actors on theater to do all this stuff, but now people can fly in from all over the place and ride the train and car from Houston up here because there's studios in Houston as well. There's actors all over Texas. But you have to have experience acting. People think voice acting is something different. No, it's still acting. You can teach. They say you can teach an actor how to voice act, but how am I saying that right? You can't teach someone how to voice act, but you can teach an actor how to voice act. So it's all theater stuff, and a lot of these people have theater backgrounds as well. I'm more interested in the technical side of things, so like audio engineering, animation as well. I like voiceover as well. That's something I'll do as well, and music composition. So Funimation is definitely something I've got my eyes on. I really want to work with those guys.
You entered yourself into these competitions, these kind of audio commercial type competitions that from talking with you, you seem really excited about. Can you explain, are those through Funimation or are those separate?
Yeah, okay, so the guy named Chuck Huber, one of the Funimation's big actors, posted this competition. The winner gets to do a contracted session with Funimation. Mm-hmm. And then the second contest was with Chuck Habercorn, an actor out in California. And it's just round by round voiceover submissions, and they get different challenges for each stuff. I made it pretty far both times, but I haven't won yet.
You made it to the semifinals this last time, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And there's a couple hundred submissions, so that's fine.
That's amazing. Well, that's all the time we have today on Look, Here's the Deal. Coming up next time, we'll talk to Spencer about whether or not he thinks Diane Sawyer is attractive.